Hello and welcome back. My name's Liam from The Basic Brewster, and today we're going to be brewing the Orea V3 185 in Basalt Black. That was a mouthful. So if you don't know us, we're actually an Australian coffee equipment retailer. We mainly sell online, and as well as making coffee videos like this, we also have an article section where we write our recipes, our coffee gear reviews, and just pretty much any sort of coffee stuff at all. So what we're going to be brewing today has actually come from a recipe in one of our articles. The article is called 3 Ways to Brew on the Orea V3 Dripper, and this is the balanced and mellow recipe. So the things that we're going to need for this is we're going to need some water built with aquacode. If you don't know what aquacode is, check out the video up here. Next, we need, of course, the Orea and a 185 litre wave filter papers. As well as this, we're going to need 20 grams of coffee, ground relatively coarse. We're going to need a coffee brewing scale, a server or a cup large enough to hold your brew, and that's it. So first things first, we're going to set our filter. With our paper filter, we're going to put it in, very easy. We're going to hold down our filter, trying to get it as even and level as possible. And then with our kettle, we're going to pour some hot water in it. Now the best way that I found to do this is to actually start right from the center and then work our way out all the way up. Also, if you like, you can wet the bottom of the filter and then wait a little bit and the water will start creeping up the walls and then come down from the top. Just like so. Now before we go any further, we're going to get rid of that water that we used to preheat and pre-wet our paper filter. And of course we're going to be using the Orea Sense Glass, as that seemed very fitting for this video. Now we're going to tear everything out and add our coffee grounds. What I like to do for this, especially when using these filters, is I like just turning the dripper on its side so that I can easily access and I don't miss and go in between these little grooves. Now we're using coffee that has been ground relatively coarse. On a Comandante it's about 25 clicks. We're going to even out our bed of coffee just by giving it a gentle shake, and we're going to tear everything out again. The reason why I teared before we added our coffee grounds was just to make sure that we didn't have any coffee grounds left in the grinder and that we actually have the same dose that we put into our grinder. Now this is a fairly easy recipe. We've got 20 grams of coffee in our dripper and we're going to add 300 grams of water in 5 stages of 60 grams. It's as simple as that. Start our timer and start pouring. First 60 grams in, let that draw down. It's 30 seconds, so we're going to go in for our next pour of 60 grams, working our way up to 120 grams total brew weight. And I'm just aiming to go with slow, consistent pours in a circular motion. Let that draw down again. I like to give it a quick shake and to add another 60 grams, which is going to bring us up to 180 grams. At this point, you might have some coffee grounds around the edge, so I like just to gently go over and hit those to bring them back down into the bed of coffee. Everything's come down and we're going to go in for another 60 grams. I think you get the point, but it's a very easy brew to do, and this is going to bring us up to 240 grams. And for our final pour, let's go in. This is going to get us all the way up to 300 grams. We're going to let this draw down completely and then we're going to taste it. So our coffee took about 3 minutes and 10 to 15 seconds to draw down completely, which is pretty good and spot on for our grind size and the water temperature that we used, as well as our brew method. So our coffee has cooled slightly and we're going to just pour a little sample to taste. By the way, these glasses, phenomenal. So it's got a really nice texture to it. It's not too harsh, it's quite balanced. fruit notes and all these flavors that you'd expect from a fermented Ethiopian coffee. But it is actually quite mellow, easy to drink, and yeah, pretty balanced as well. Please try this recipe. Let me know how you go. I hope this has helped. Check out our other recipes that you can brew on the Orea V3. I'd love to know your opinion on this particular recipe. And if you brew differently, please let me know down below. I'd love to try it as well. Have a great day and happy brewing.